Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got a random get ready with me video for y'all today. I just grabbed some products and these are mostly all kind of like older things that have been around for a while, but some of my favorites that I've loved over the years. It's just a very casual, random get ready with me video for y'all today. So I hope that you enjoy those. I love filming them where it's not doing a lot of thinking. It's just having fun with makeup. So that's what we're doing. If you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do get ready with me's, favorites, new at the drugstore, empties, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are just getting ready together today. So let's get to it. Okay, let's start with some skincare. So this is actually a newer-ish sort of product. This is the Loreal Collagen Moisture Bounce Serum. I really like this. It does have a scent to it, but I mean, it's not a bad scent. It just, I think it's probably got fragrance in it. I would be very surprised if it didn't, because it smells like kind of perfumey, but a good perfume. I like the smell of it. Okay, next up I'm going to use the HaruHaru Wonder Black Rice Bakuchiol Eye Cream. I really like this for a daytime eye cream with my makeup. It seems to work well under makeup, so I kind of concentrate it under my eyes and then sort of bring it around the sides. I really should let those things set before I do my sunscreen, but I've got kind of limited time, so I'm going to use my sunscreen, which is the ETUDE House Sunprise Mild Airy Finish. I love this sunscreen. Talked about it many, many times. It just has this like thin texture to it, but oh my goodness, it's just literally perfect under makeup for my skin type. I'm kind of more combo oily, and it kind of acts like a light moisturizer, but almost like a smoothing primer. It is so good. I love it. Okay, for foundation, let's just go with something I've used for years. I guess I haven't used this shade like for years and years and years. I used Fair for a very long time, and then sometimes I use this one instead. This is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, and this is in Fair Porcelain. So I kind of either use Fair or Fair Porcelain. I would say, I mean, they're similar. Fair is probably better as far as tone goes. This one I think is a little, I don't remember if this one, like what the tone of this is, if it's kind of more cool or whatever, but I feel like Fair is a little bit more on the beigey side. I have to use concealer on my nose because I don't know why. Foundation just really does not like to stick to my nose. Unless I use eyeshadow primer. That sometimes helps. Anyway, I feel like Fair is a little bit more on the beigey side, but this I think is a better depth. This is a little bit more yellowy, but once it kind of sets on my skin, I think it's a pretty good like depth color match, because I do feel like it, I don't know, oxidizes just a smidge on me. So this one I feel like kind of throughout the day probably is a better color match. Like I said, I'll put concealer on my nose later. So skin-like, so pretty. I'm gonna use the Alter Ego eyeshadow primer. There we go. They sent this to me. I really like this eyeshadow primer. It's just like a good classic one that just, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of a Urban Decay primer potion. I feel like similar in formula. For brows, I'm gonna use the IT Cosmetics Brow PowerFull. It is kind of an angled sort of a brow product. And I feel like, it definitely isn't as precise as a micro brow pencil, but for being an angled pencil, I feel like I can still, oh, that's a little intense. I was gonna say, I feel like I can get kind of like hair-like looking strokes, but those are pretty intense. But you know, I like that I can do my brows quick with this. That's why I use it so much. It's very fast. I feel like the color is a pretty good match. This is in Universal Taupe. And I feel like, you know, it's pretty close to my brow color. It's probably a little bit more warm toned. I feel like my brows almost look like very cool toned gray almost, especially my brows. So I think this gets pretty close, but there. Okay, and then I'm going to, oh, what did I just do there? It's fine. We're not trying to get like these perfectly sculpted brows. It's okay. Oh, I meant to get a different powder. Okay, I meant to get the L'Oreal TruMatch in N1. Gonna set my eyeshadow primer and lightly go over my brows. I think it kind of helps to sort of, I don't know, take them down a notch where they're not quite as intense looking. I do still feel like right in here, it's just, I don't even know, but you know, there it is. I feel like my computer is making a noise. Something is making a noise. Maybe my battery charging back there. I feel like there's no kind of like feedback that y'all can hear. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, okay, I grabbed the Tartelette roasted. Tartelette toasted, I almost said roasted, and then also in Bloom. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with one from In Bloom just to get like a first shade. Yeah, let's start with a combo of this one and this one. Those two right there, all over my lid. Oh, pretty, pretty. And into my crease. I love this palette. It's so pretty. These palettes have like the best formula. They are a soft, you can see, powdery sort of formula, but they blend so well. They're pigmented. They wear well. I love the color stories. They are just beautiful palettes. Ooh, that is such a pretty combo. Now I'm gonna take the Toasted palette, get a little bit of this one. How about a little dab of that one too? Put this in the outer corner and blend over like that. I'm not trying to go too crazy. Just like I don't want a super intense makeup look. We're just kind of getting ready together today. I have literally no idea what kind of a look I want to do, but you know, I sort of most days stick with similar kind of looks, but this is actually a lot more pigmented than I do most days now. Let's get a little bit of this shade right here, the cream. Hopefully y'all could see before. I did a combo of these two in my crease. Now I'm gonna get a little bit of this on my brow bone. Like this, just to kind of go along the edges like that. Might even go over the top of this one just barely. I feel like it's looking a little intense. And take my big fluffy brush like that. This is old Cosette S175. Don't even know if it's still around. No idea. Okay, what do I want to do on my lid? I want to do, I think I might do this one right here. And I'm going to get it on a fluffier brush, just like that. And then I'm going to kind of buff this onto my lid. Doing a little bit of cleanup under my eyes. I had a little bit of fallout. Not too bad, but definitely some. And then I just take my foundation brush and I kind of tap around to bring some of that coverage back. Like there's a little bit of shadow there. I don't know. Okay, then I got one of the, grabbed one of the Laura Geller INKcredibles waterproof gel eyeliner pencil. I grabbed Brown Eyed Girl to use this one. Let's use Brown Eyed Girl. I love these. They are really nice pencil liners. They're like a, I'm gonna kind of smudge this a little bit. Where is something I can smudge it with? They're just a really nice formula that you have a little bit of playroom with them to be able to kind of smudge them a little bit. But then once they set, they wear really, really well. I love these liners. Brown Eyed Girl is kind of like a nice, rich chocolate brown, which I love this color because it's almost black, so it has kind of an intense look, but it's not black. So, because I still generally like a brown liner more than a black, but I like that this one is so deep. It's so pretty. Okay, I just combed and curled my lashes. That's why I probably have marks on my face from my eyelash curler. I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I just opened this tube, so I want to make sure I've got product on my brush. I have used this for years and years and years and years. Stuff is sliding around on my desk in front of me. There are other mascaras that I really like too that I use, you know, in my rotation, but this one has just been one of my go-tos for years, and I just love it. I love the volume you can build with it. I love the length it gives to your lashes. It's so good. I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, or what do they call it? Eraser. Multi-use concealer. Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. This is in the Brightener shade. It's the pinky shade, and it is amazing. Game changer. Total game changer. Really helps to kind of neutralize that discoloration under my eyes, but then also brighten. So it's not just a brightener for me personally. This is definitely a color corrector. Kind of a shade for me. And I just kind of dab it on. Mainly concentrating it here, and then I blend out. So here and then blend out. Okay, so there is that. Gonna use some of the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I have used this for years. Some on my nose, my broken capillaries, right on the chin, and then just blend this in. This is such a good concealer. I have used this for years and years. It has a really nice kind of medium coverage. The formula is blendable and kind of hydrating, I feel like. So it works well for under eyes, but then it has some, you know, good medium coverage for the face too. So if I like want a super quick either touch-up product or kind of one and done step product, I would probably reach for this because I could use it almost as like a foundation, but then also as a concealer too. It is so great. So there is that. Okay, now powder. I'm going to use the TruMatch in N2 on, I'll use it with a brush, question mark? Nah, I can use it with a little powder puff. Just get a little bit on a powder puff and lightly put it under my eyes. Usually I use a pinky toned powder, but this is what I grabbed, so I moved my mirror. Oh dear, hang on. Okay, there we go. I think I'm gonna go back in with Baby Blossom, the blush in Baby Blossom. L'Oreal TruMatch Baby Blossom. It's a very light pink, but I can almost use that as a blush and it's like an under eye kind of pinky brightener. So I'll probably use that. What do I need to do next? Well, I'm gonna get a big fluffy brush and put this powder all over the rest of my face too. Let's do that first. I do want to put something under my eyes, I think. I think I want a little bit of some kind of eyeshadow. Like, what is that word? What makeup product? Eyeshadow. Where's my little brush? I have had this brush for forever. Sedona Lace EB21. Again, don't know if it's still around. Who knows? Who knows? Let's get a little bit of this shade right here on my lower lash line. Just a little bit. There's eyeshadow in my eye, y'all. I can feel it. It's in my eye. I use CoverGirl Clump Crusher. A little tiny bit on my lower lash line. Make the mascara face. Anybody else make the mascara face? I feel like I almost cannot do my lower lash line mascara without making that ridiculous looking face. There's that. I do miss my like regular powders on my under eyes. I can kind of see it looks a little bit heavy in here, so not loving that on my under eyes. So that is something I would change about this look. I like to use this on my lower lashes and then use it on the very tips of my lashes. It kind of helps to seal it. I've said that before. This one just really wears well on me. So it kind of helps to just, I don't know, and if I have any eyeshadow or anything, or powder that kind of got on my lashes, it sort of helps to like bring out the vibrancy of the lashes again. Okay, now I'm going to use some of this, which is the Too Faced Natural Chocolate. It says Golden Cocoa. Golden Cocoa. So I'm going to get just a little, well, you know what? I do love that and it smells so good. But I think I'm going to actually use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I think I'm going to use that one. It's lighter. This is in the regular bronzer shade. I have several different shades in this, but I'm just going to use the regular bronzer. And not too much of it, just a little bit. Kind of on the cheeks. Little tiny bit up on my forehead. I really don't like a lot of bronzing. If anything, very light application. Okay, for blush, I grabbed several things. Let's start with L'Oreal Baby Blossom. Where is my brush? I'm gonna get this tulip one, so I'm gonna get a little bit of this and put this on my cheeks, up on my cheeks, and then lightly blend on my under eyes. Kind of helps to just take down any yellow tones under my eyes. Bring in just a little bit of pinkiness, which I like. A little bit on my nose, just a tiny bit. Okay, there's that as a first step. Then I think I'm gonna use Laura Geller Pink Buttercream. I like this one because it's pinky, but it's not like a baby pink. So I think it'll kind of help tie in the eye look, because I kind of want a little bit of pinkiness on my lips. We'll see what we do for my lips, but I have kind of an idea. There's that. I think I am going to use a couple little taps of this one that Too Faced sent me a while back. Cloud Crush. This is in, I think, Candy Clouds. What is it? Yeah, Candy Clouds, the pretty pink shade. There is definitely something in my eye, my left eye. I can feel it like an eyelash or something. Just going to use this right on the apples of my cheeks, just for a little hint of light pinkiness. Just like that. I feel like I need to blend with my powder brush. I do like to do this along the edges of my blush brush. Just kind of helps to perfect everything. I don't know, something about it just kind of helps to bring everything together. Okay, and the last step for lips, let's start with Maybelline Line Leader. Start with this one. Such a good liner. This is one of those you could fill in your lips with it. I mean, it wears so well. And I think I'm gonna do a combo of Primrose and Bare Affair. So let's start with Primrose, both from Revlon. Beautiful lighter pink. Let's take it down a little bit with Bare Affair, which is more brown. Such a beautiful combo. Oh my goodness, such a pretty neutral shade. Okay, here's the look. Just kind of playing with makeup together, getting ready together today. I guess it became kind of an overall warm toned with some pinks in it kind of a look. Anyway, hope that you guys really enjoyed getting ready with me today. Just a casual, fun video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you've been loving playing with, what either kind of like older goodies from your collection are you loving, or maybe some like newer stuff. I'd love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!